Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 23. It shall come to pass that from one new moon to another and from one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me.
Whoa, that says from one new moon to another, from one Sabbath to another shall all flesh, all Israelites come to worship the Most High God. That's called a convocation. That's called a convocation. All right. So, Bro Wesley, what we're inviting you to do, you said you were a deacon, I heard when you walked up. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned that you were a deacon. All right? Brother, as a deacon, you must be that example.
That's right.
All right? If you want to call yourself a deacon, you got to be an example. You got to be keeping these laws through and through. All right? Because people are going to look at you. All right? Give me that in Sirach chapter 10 and verse 1. All right? So what we're saying, if Israel United in Christ is not a place where you convocate, okay. Hey, as long as you're keeping the laws, brother, all praises be to the Most High. All right? That's what we're about. But as a leader, you call yourself a deacon, that means you're a leader of people.
That's right.
You must follow the commandments of God and teach your people to do so as well. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
A wise judge will instruct his people. You instruct your people not only by the things that you say, but by your actions. Like you were talking about before. By your actions. So do you leave the house without fringes on? Do you celebrate the new moon? You know, do you instruct your people to do so as well? Do you exhort them to do so? Read.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
So the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right, read on, verse 2.
As the judge of the people,
as a judge or as a deacon of the people, read,
is himself, so are his officers.
So are his officers. So Wesley, if you're not showing your people that you're supposed to be out here with fringes on, you have people transgressing God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Give me that in Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. We're going to start there.
But then
5
also
verse
you got to look
17.
at that people ain't going to listen to you if you got your fringes. Because I've been out with fringes on. They be like,
look,
F you, you got that on? It's like,
it don't matter, bro. You got who do you care about? You care about somebody else or you care about the Most High God?
Most High.
All right, so you got to put them on. Read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So we know Christ did not come to destroy the laws in the Old Testament. He just fulfilled the sacrificial law. Everything else still stands. Read on.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
So wearing your fringes throughout your generation shall not pass from the law. Read on.
Till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so.
Wesley, whosoever shall break one of these least commandments. A least commandment is putting fringes on, brother.
That's right.
When you walk out of your house, that's a least commandment.
Bring it out.
And you saying that you are a deacon, now you're teaching your people not to wear the fringes.
That's right.
Read.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
He shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Being called least in the kingdom of heaven means you ain't getting in. You not getting into the kingdom.
Get out.
Read on. That's it on that one.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Wesley, don't you want to be called great in the kingdom of heaven? So you got to teach and do.
That's right.
Teach and do the commandments. All right? In order to get that salvation. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 8. Is that what I want? 13 and 14. 13, 14. 2nd Ezra.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 14. Thou hast
I'm sorry, 14 and 13. 14 and 13. My bad. 14 and verse 13. Read that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order.
Start at verse 13.
Verse 13.
Come on.
Now therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort.
Set thy house in order, then reprove your people. Read on.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
We got to renounce corruption. That's why we're here in Brooklyn Park. You know, when we pulled up, the police came over to us and said, hey, we're glad y'all are here. We're glad y'all are here. There's too much gun violence in Brooklyn Park right now. Too much shootings in Brooklyn Park right now. So we as the prophets are out here to teach our people that we must stop the nonsense, that we must come back to our true heritage, to understanding who we are according to the Bible, that we're not so-called blacks, we're not so-called Hispanics, we're not so-called Native Americans, we are the Israelites of the Bible.
That's right.
All right, and we must come back to keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.